this week we are talking about Happy Thoughts album as a whole, kind of like writing, recording, and releasing, and all the steps in between.
Yeah, so we're just going to kind of go back and forth and ask each other some questions, and that way you guys can get a better idea about all the stuff that we've got going on. So when did we start writing for the album?
The first song I remember that we wrote for this, that ended up being on the album, was One More Song, or maybe even 7 years old. But that was back in 2017.
Which one was it?
I don't really remember. Do you remember?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why? The beginning of 7 years old was a very hokey, kind of like jangly song that thankfully Chris rewrote the music to, and it became like a lullaby. But is that technically when we started writing?
Yeah, okay.
So answer the question.
Nope.
What? Okay, fine. I don't know. And he doesn't even talk. I don't know.
It's a secret. No, I think they were relatively the same time, so it is kind of hard to differentiate between the two. Last question is, how do we write together?
So Chris will write a part, or I will write a part, whether it's like lyric, melody. Chris will come up with really cool guitar riffs, and we can build from each one of those things individually, and then we trade them off, and then he will build from what I have, or I will build from what he has, and then after we kind of get a little bit brewing, then we come together and then we start fleshing out the song as a whole.
Can confirm.
Oh my gosh, that was a Letterkenny reference. You should watch Letterkenny, by the way. I'm gonna ask you some questions about recording Happy Thoughts. So, what was recording like to you for this album?
We went to the Hison Studio here in Nashville. Worked with Sean Power on that. Had demos of the songs and stuff like that, and kind of had the bigger picture of what we wanted things to be, and then went in, kind of gave everything to Sean, and then we started working on recording those.
So why did we decide to record an album versus like a single or an EP?
We just had this huge collection of songs that we wanted to kind of give to everybody, and just thought that it would be a good thing to kind of come out guns a-blazing with a full album, you know? We had it, so we did it. Because, you know, you write songs and then you go out and start playing shows, and then, you know, you play those songs and things develop and evolve from them as you start playing them out live. And but it's not until you really sit down and record those parts and then go back and listen to it and be like, okay, well, that needs to change, because when you're performing it, you don't really, and you get to listen to it, but you're in the moment and you don't get to rehear it. It was probably like a 6-month process of actually recording the album, I would say.
From
the time
to mixed, mastered on the vinyl, on the CD.
Yeah, it took us about 6 months to get it all finished.
Which brings us to 2019, which was the year we released Happy Thoughts.
Yeah, so we released it in, it was August, right? August 2019?
August, yes.
Yeah, it was August of 2019.
It was the first single.
No,
right?
no, the first single was in June or July.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, we started the singles in...
I'm wrong. I'm so wrong.
We started the singles in the summer, but the album released in August.
Okay, yes, correct.
Yeah, it was at the end of August. So anyway, I'll ask you these questions through.
Ooh.
What did you do to prepare for releasing the album?
So much goes into just getting the release. So you have, I even wrote down all the people. So we have PR, we have a photo shoot, we have music video, we have a graphic design, and basically before you release music, you have to put all these little pieces together so that when you do release it, people know about it, which is a huge part of releasing music.
And, you know, shout out to all those people that we worked with, for John Carr that did our photo shoot, Derek Hobbs great graphic designer here in Nashville, Big City Content Kings. They were the ones that did the music video. And then Mike Goen from Milestone Publicity is who we work with for all PR things related. Anyway, question number 2.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the red and teal?
Because those are our favorite colors. And even Chris's guitar, the Mario, shout out, snazzy looking guitar. It's so pretty.
Yeah, those are the colors that we like. So,
yeah.
Question number 3. How did you come up with the name Happy Thoughts for the album?
So Happy Thoughts, for the actual album title, it was the last song we wrote. It was like, I actually remember it was 2 weeks prior to like we were starting to record. This has to be finished. It just felt like the period at the end of a sentence. It just felt like this is what's wrapping it up. This is the name of it, and that's how we came to that conclusion. All right, so that is kind of a little brief overview of what we did to prepare for this album and how it got to you guys. I know it seems like a lot, but we have spent 2017, 2018, 2019, and we were going to tour it this year. So it was quite a few years of our lives, and that's why we just love that you guys love it and that we can hand it off to you guys.
Cheers.
Bye, guys.